What if I told you that some people carry invisible marks of success long before it ever arrives? You might be one of those people and not even know it. While most people chase formulas and shortcuts, there's a rare group that manifests results in a completely different way. They don't follow the same patterns. They don't need the same strategies. And today, I'm going to show you the 7 signs that reveal whether you're a part of this select group, because these signs don't show up in everyone. They are deep marks, almost unexplainable, that separate those destined for great achievements from those who only dream of them. If you've been feeling a different kind of restlessness, a sense that something bigger is waiting for you, pay attention, because what I'm about to share can completely change the way you see your journey. These 7 signs aren't just traits. They're frequencies, vibrations your entire being emits when you're aligned with a greater destiny. Most people go their whole lives without recognizing them. They confuse these signs with problems, flaws, or simply ignore them because they can't explain them. But for those who understand, these signs become the most accurate compass there is. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through each one, and I can guarantee you this. If you identify with at least 4 of these signs, you are not like most people. You were shaped for something extraordinary. So let's start with the first sign. And this one is the most intense of all. Sign 1, the magnetic restlessness. You know that feeling that pulls you forward even when everything around you tells you to stay still? It's like there's an invisible force nudging you, whispering that you need to move, grow, evolve. It's not anxiety. It's not normal impatience. It's an intentional restlessness, a sacred dissatisfaction with mediocrity. For ordinary people, this feeling is uncomfortable, and they do everything they can to shut it down. But for those destined for success, this restlessness is fuel. You can't settle. You can't accept good enough. And that's not a flaw. This restlessness might make you seem difficult to others. You might be labeled as someone who's never satisfied. And it's true, because you weren't built for average satisfaction. You were built for progressive greatness. So if you feel this constant discomfort, this inner voice pushing you towards something more celebrated, because this is the energetic signature of someone destined to leave a mark. You're not restless by accident. You're restless because a massive destiny is calling you. Sign 2, productive solitude. Have you noticed how you need long periods alone just to feel whole again? It's not that you dislike people. It's that you realize superficial conversations, empty interactions, noisy environments, they drain something precious from you. So you started choosing silence, choosing intentional isolation. And in those moments, instead of feeling lonely, you feel powerful. For most people, solitude is punishment. But for those destined for success, solitude is a laboratory. It's in silence that you process, in stillness that you create, away from external voices that you finally hear your own. And yes, this might distance you from old social circles. You may be called distant, selective, even arrogant. But the truth is you've simply learned that your energy is sacred. And you're no longer willing to waste it on people who don't resonate with your frequency. If you have this deep need for solitude to recharge, to think, to create, don't fight it. This is a sign that you operate on a different level. You don't need constant validation from others because you've already found validation within yourself. And that is one of the rarest marks of true success. Before we move on to the 3rd sign, if this message is resonating with you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because this content is made for those ready to see beyond the obvious. And I want to guide you through this journey. Now the 3rd sign, and this one is unsettling. Sign 3, the gift of uncomfortable perception. You see things other people don't. And I'm not talking about mystical visions. I'm talking about patterns, about intentions behind words, about future outcomes based on present decisions. It's like you have an internal radar that senses the hidden frequencies of reality. You can feel when someone is lying even if the lie is flawless. You can predict when a project will fail even if everyone else swears it will work. And you know what happens? You become uncomfortable to be around. People don't like being read. They don't like it when you point out the obvious they're trying to hide. So you learn to silence this perception in public. But it never shuts off. It keeps guiding you privately. This gift is a blessing and a burden. Because seeing beyond means carrying the weight of knowing things you can't change. But it also means you are rarely caught off guard. You navigate life with an invisible advantage. If you have this sharp perception, this ability to read between the lines, to sense energies, to foresee movements, don't try to shut it down. This is one of your superpowers. It's what protects you, guides you, and keeps you 3 steps ahead. You were equipped with this vision for a reason. Use it. Sign for the insatiable hunger for knowledge. You don't learn to impress. You learn because it feels like a vital need. It's as if your mind is a black hole that devours information, experience, wisdom. You read, study, research. Experiment not out of obligation, but out of a thirst that never ends. And the more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. And instead of discouraging you, that excites you. For ordinary people, learning is a tool. But for those destined for success, learning is identity. You don't want to just know things. You want to understand systems. You want to connect dots no one else has connected. You want to master fields that seem impossible. And yes, this can make you perpetually unsatisfied, because no matter how much you achieve, there's always another level, another skill, another frontier. But this dissatisfaction isn't weakness. It's what keeps you alive. It's what stops you from stagnating. If you have this constant hunger, this obsession with intellectual and practical evolution, know that you're being prepared for something big. Because great leaders, innovators, paradigm shifters, they all have this mark. You're not studying by accident. You're arming yourself for a mission that hasn't even revealed its full magnitude yet. Sign 5, rejecting the common path. You tried to follow the script. You tried to do what everyone does. But something inside you rebelled. You couldn't accept living life on autopilot, the routine that numbs, the job that just pays bills, the relationships that just fill emptiness. You had to tear up the conventional map and start drawing your own. And that cost you. It cost you relationships that didn't understand, temporary financial security, the approval of family, friends, society. But you couldn't live any other way. Because for you, security without meaning is just a luxury prison. This unconventional path is lonely at first. You will fail more. You will question more. You will struggle more. But you will also live more, feel more, and build something that is truly yours. If you rejected the common path, if you're building something nobody understands yet, don't quit. Extraordinary destinies don't fit on paved roads. You're carving your own path because you were made to be a pioneer. And pioneers always walk alone, until the world eventually follows. Sign 6, the Inexplicable Resilience. By logic be, statistics be, the weight of everything you've carried. You should have quit by now, but you didn't. And even you don't know where the strength comes from. It's like there's an internal engine that never shuts down. A flame that doesn't go out no matter how hard the wind blows. If you have this, you are indestructible. Sign 7, natural magnetism. The right people show up in your life at the right time. Opportunities align in ways that make no logical sense. You attract, without effort, exactly what you need for the next phase. It's not luck. It's alignment. It's confirmation that you're on the right path. The restlessness that moves you. The solitude that strengthens you. The perception that guides you. The hunger that evolves you. The courage to reject the ordinary. The resilience that sustains you. And the magnetism that confirms your direction. These are not random symptoms. They're the marks of someone being shaped for impact. And you are not alone. There are others who carry these same signs. Others who understand this language. Seek these people. Connect with those who resonate with your frequency. Comment below, I am one of the destined. Because when you declare it, you activate it. And I want to know how many of us are here. You are not ordinary. You never were. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you stop trying to fit in, the faster you'll become who you were always meant to be. The world is waiting for your complete self. And these signs, they're the map. Follow them.